Hi, my name is Emily Garrett, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the effects of marijuana. Marijuana enhances our mind in a way that enables us to take a different perspective from high up, to see and evaluate our own lives and the lives of others in a privileged way. Maybe this euphoric and elevating feeling of the ability to step outside the box and to look at life's patterns in a different high perspective is the inspiration behind the slang term high itself. By Sebastian Maniscalco. Pot, cannabis, Mary Jane, marijuana, the devil's lettuce, sploof. Marijuana is known by so many different names and said by so many different people in so many different countries. In certain places, the herb is legal for some recreationally, some medically, and then others not at all. For example, the United States of America. Only 4 out of its 50 states has legal marijuana. Those states include Colorado, Washington State, California, and Oregon. Marijuana should be legalized, and here is why. Medical marijuana has so many different uses that the general population does not know about entirely. Sure, everyone knows about the use of THC and how it's used to treat the different side effects for chemotherapy and cancer patients. Although, the cannabis can also help people who deal with AIDS treatments, glaucoma, seizures, and epilepsy. In 1937, when the drug was first banned in the United States over many objections of the doctors who were part of the AMA, or the American Medical Association, the association was afraid that the prohibition of the drug would deprive the public of the benefits that it offers. The THC in the drug, when used with chemotherapy, can help control the nausea and loss of appetite from the chemical intake. There are numerous clinical trials trying to find a link between marijuana and cancer, but one method in particular is still under heavy study by the U.S. This method is called nabiximols. It is a spray for the mouth made up entirely of the marijuana plant extract. So the THC and CBD, or cannabis oil, would be in the drug, which is used in Canada and some parts of Europe to treat pain for cancer patients, as well as some muscle spasms from MS. People who take the pill form of cannabis oil, who also have seizures, saw a 54% decrease after just taking the pill for 12 weeks. 27% of people who have atonic seizures who saw a 67% decrease in their seizures, according to epilepsy.com. In 2012, 658,000 arrests for possession of marijuana alone happened, according to some FBI figures, compared to the only 256,000 who were arrested for cocaine and heroin. Each year, enforcing laws on the possession of marijuana alone costs around $3.6 billion, according to the American Civil Liberties Union. It can take a great deal of hours for an officer to arrest a suspect, then bring them to night in jail or more, and then go to a court case, which the government costs a great deal of cash for. Criminalizing the person for just having cannabis in possession is just a minuscule aspect, since more and more Americans are using marijuana on the daily. In fact, about 30 million Americans use marijuana every year, and the amount that it costs is over $55.1 billion annually, according to the DPA, or Drug Policy Alliance. Sometimes the people who are arrested for possession have other crimes around them, but according to the 2012 Human Rights Watch report, and they tracked 30,000 New Yorkers with no prior convictions who were arrested just for possession. The money spent on the court cases and the arrests could have been put to so much more than just the possession of marijuana. Since cannabis is both a less harmful drug than alcohol and tobacco, the charges created for these people for possession ruins lives. It makes it harder for them who have done nothing else wrong besides have the pot in their hands at the wrong time. It gives them trouble with trying to find a job, to buy a house, or to rent an apartment. This one charge over something so idiotic ruins so many people's lives yearly. Marijuana is legal in 4 states, and in Colorado, the tax that they put on the marijuana is 29% retail and medicals, 10% retail and specials, and 15% marijuana excise tax. So overall, Colorado makes a good bit of money off the taxation of marijuana, about $2 million to be exact. A simple analysis from drugrehab.us states that taxing the drug could bring in the total of $5 to $22 million annually, proving that at the time of the drug being legal, the states could bring in so much money. Imagine if the drug was legal everywhere in the U.S. The amount of money that the country could make, the amount of jobs that would be available could decrease homelessness, bringing it to an all-time low that the country has not seen since before the Depression. The amount of money saved could be used in helping the nation get out of its $18 trillion debt, or at least bringing it down a little. Also, it could be giving one of the nation's largest cash crops the ability to be legal. Federal and state laws should be changed to no longer make it a crime to possess marijuana for private use. Richard M. Nixon. The illegability of cannabis is outrageous. An impediment to full utilization of a drug which helps the product the serenity and insight, sensitivity and fellowship so desperately needed to increasingly mad and dangerous world. Carl Sagan. Thank you for listening. Marijuana should be made legal since they have now no terrible effects with going along with it. Thank you.